I'll go over here and check my YouTube. We're live. What's going on, everybody? We got Reaper, Mrs. RC Crazy. I seen Gaz in there.
Wow, cool.
RD's in here, of course. So we got a few people here and there stopping in already. What's it say we got for people? Oh, one watching right now. Oh, that can't be. What's it say we got for people? All right, we got an echo somewhere.
No, it's gone.
Okay.
You're probably going to get another echo here in a second while I'm setting up live chat. So, uno momento, por favor. Here it comes, too. All right, got it muted.
All right.
I'm getting a little better at this.
Yeah. The thing about YouTube, if you go to the notification and you come up at like early, it puts you in mute until it starts the broadcast. So you don't have a volume control. So you can't like shut that volume off for when it comes on. So you have to go over there and accidentally hit it. Sucks, but oh well. So what's Plummet been up to? What do you got printed so far, buddy?
Armends.
Armand?
Yeah. I've been trying to print a session mount, but if you can tell, it's not going so great. Yeah.
Oh. You're gonna have to come over this weekend and play around, see what's going on, maybe.
So it starts out good.
I'm waiting to get mine in tomorrow. I'm curious as to what exact program they're running on it, because I was running with the Cura on the Chonksy and whatnot.
That's what I'm using.
A little bit ago. I changed the hot end out, man, played with that for a minute, and it still doesn't want to do anything. No matter what I try to do, as far as if I try to preheat a bed or if I try to preheat the nozzle, the printer will automatically shut off. So something tells me the motherboard's gone. And if that's the case, Trunksy should be sending me a new one. So I went ahead and I did 2 quick little videos and sent it off in an email. And we're going to put this one off to the side and put the new one up. And if they send me a new motherboard, then we'll fix that one and get that one as a secondary. And we'll have one for printing PLA and one for TPU.
It's a way to do it.
Yep. So it's not wasted. I only spent $100 on the damn printer to begin with. So I guess it,
Yeah.
Shoot, how many things have I printed?
Oh yeah.
$30-$40 off prints that I've sold people or whatever around the neighborhood here or whatever, grinders and stuff like that. So
I'm getting some PLA tomorrow. Oh, I'm ordering some, I should say.
I mean, it wasn't a bad printer. Look at that.
No, I did a good job.
What is that?
It's a baby Groot, but it's got a hole in the top so that you can put a little pot in it, like a little plant.
Okay.
Guy. He's from one of the movies, but look at the detail in that. I mean, it's not a bad print at all for the $100 printer. So,
no doubt. Oh, it's cool.
I've done all kinds of different stuff. You got the old whistle here.
Sounds like you're blowing through a Coke bottle, Mike.
It would be a train whistle, but when I print it, it's too thin up at the top, so it gets a little airflow. So you got to cover the ends, but not bad, but it needs work. But that's when my printer broke on me, is when I was doing like this, the darn printer broke on me. So I haven't been able to print in like 2 months.
What a Agent Officer Thomas, what does DPO stand for? Demented Probation Officer?
Look at the strolling in now. Reaper's here. And 2-stroke FPV. RC Crazy. Craft King #1. Agent Officer Thomas. Who else we got? EBR. RDFPV. Yeah, what's going on, everybody? Anybody been out flying, having some fun? I'm sure Eric's been out flying somewhere.
Oh yeah, Eric's been tearing it up.
Yeah, he's been going crazy on that thing. Loving it. That's good.
Reaper, my homie.
Yeah, I'm waiting for him to get that 2-inch that Mad Dog is sending.
2-inch. Oh, that's gonna be a ripper, dude. 2 inches. That my 3-inch alien's a blast. I don't know that darn diatone though. That thing's crazy fast. I don't know. Playing over there at Emerson with them trees and everything.
You're so lucky you didn't crash. You would have fucking exploded.
Did you see me almost hit that pole there?
Oh yeah.
I was close. I was like, oh shit. There's one quick spot that I didn't put into the video that I almost got some trees too off. It was 2 different videos, 2 flights. One was playing out in the parking lot more so and a little bit in the trees, and one was more so in the trees and out in the parking lot a little bit. So I mixed the 2 of them together. It was actually 2 different days of flying even. One was on the way home, the one night I stopped and flew over there and caught Howie for a couple packs, and then the other one was this last week. So I mixed the 2 of them together, and it worked out pretty good. But yeah, there's a couple close calls in there that didn't get in there, but I don't know. It was crazy fast fun. I'm gonna have to change the camera angle a little bit. I got to work on the roll and yaw. Slow them down a little bit on my rates on there. I just don't even know what the rates are. I think it was pretty much stock, but I might have bumped the rates up on there for a little bit faster or something. But she definitely needs to slow down a little bit on my twitchy corners or something. Getting used to it though. It was fun. Just saving for the Apex. Yeah, the Apex looks nice. You know,
I'd have another quad right now if I went and bought a 3D printer. It's worth it though.
an attack Flynoceros frame. Ooh, tack. Tack's cool. Glad to see him get a frame. He flew the heck out of them darn armatons and whatnot. So
Erwin, so you got crossfire yesterday? Well, you never seem to need it where you usually fly. You getting ready to expand your boundaries, go to some of those other places that are more wild and woolly.
EBR's been hitting a few different spots nowadays. Not just the park out there with the trees, but he's been doing some exploring in different spots overall. So it's nice to have for that. Definitely. I got the Crossfire and the R9. I like my Crossfire better. It was easier to set up and whatnot. Other than that, I don't notice a whole lot of difference between the R9 and the Crossfire, but I don't fly my R9 much because it's on a 6-inch. Just haven't done it. I got to get some better antennas for the goggles and whatnot so I can get some better range on the video. And then I want to change out the motors to something better. They're 2300 kV motors on there, so I need something better for the 6-inch on there. I'm thinking I might get some more of those T motors like I just put on the darn diatone. Those are smooth. 100 and some bucks for motors though. I think they're $28 a piece, something like that. They're crazy expensive.
Oh, Steve, I'm addressing kind of the Craft King #1 here because he was talking about he was waiting for the wind to die down. And, you know, when anybody says that, I always have to think a minute because I remember back in the day when the wind was more than 10 miles an hour, I was like, oh, it's too windy to fly. And not with the birds we fly now. I even fly the Mobula in 15-mile-an-hour plus winds, but he was getting 30 to 50. Now that's getting a little breezy.
I've done some 30-mile-an-hour wind flying.
Yeah, me too.
I've done some and ended up in trees too. Yeah. So this came in the quad box this month. This is the Transtech F7. This is the newest one though. This doesn't even have, I'm glad they sent good documentation because it doesn't even have the actual board pinouts for it. It's got the old version, but this is the new limited edition yellow board. It's got the pins reversed for the ESC here. So they come inside so that they're not hanging out over excess and whatnot, give you more room. And then it's got this recessed area here for your camera to give more room for camera in the front for some of these smaller builds too. So, and then the back side is a flat, totally blanked, so that you can easily mount stuff in the middle and whatnot without having to worry about stuff heating up and everything. So I kind of like that, but that's the next F7 Transtech. Supposed to be a pretty nice board from what people are saying. So got them 40 amp ESCs over there and got an F7 board. Look at that. Quads falling together slowly here. Maybe
Jeff would like to know which diatone you got, Mike.
What's that? Jeff wants to know which diatone? It's the MK3 Anniversary Edition JC frame.
I see you got it all lit up with the LEDs and everything.
There's 40 LEDs on this thing. All total. All race wire, so they strobe throughout the whole thing. Oh, let's see here.
That thing looks like a UFO when you got up there at golden hour.
That thing is stupid fast, Ad. You have no idea. You should see it in person.
Nice build though. I like it. Lots of room in here. That's the Mamba F7 stack there. And then I've got the Unify 32 on there and RXSR for a receiver. And then Cadix Phoenix or Foxier Phoenix or whatever. Was it? No, Runcam Phoenix is the one that's up there. Come in the quad box, but it came blue and it matched up with the blue that I'd already put on it. So being the JC Blue Falcon, but yeah, she's solid, fast as hell. The motors are the T motor 2150 F3s or F40s Pros.
Those are nice. Those look nice. What props are those?
The props are the 51-46-6 Hurricanes.
Ooh. Bit of pitch to those. No wonder all that.
This thing, when it goes through the air and it gets up to speed and you thwomp into a corner and turn, it does that kind of sound when it's turning, man. It's bad.
That's one quad Mike's got that I don't want to fly only because I like speed. And I would tilt that cam all the way to 90 and I would,
I'm scared to crank that thing all the way up yet. We're gonna
Oh,
see.
you know I would. I love speed.
Pedro, welcome in. Ryan Carter, welcome in.
Yeah.
Swiftbox FPV, I see you up there. Thanks for stopping by. But yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know why it's so crazy fast. It It's got to be partly them T motors. 2150 kV, I figured it'd be a little bit on the slower side, but
Yeah, but see here you remember, Mike, okay? Those props aren't exactly low pitch props either. So they got a lot of push. So I mean,
I
once
was
that
running
thing
the
winds up,
5046s on Cyclones all the time, so I'm pretty much used to the prop. But those are a 51, and they're that 46.6, so they've got a little bit more of a pitch, but they're a thinner, longer prop, skinnier than the Cyclones, so they just cut through the air so much different. They're way faster. Cyclones are good for freestyling, though. They're great for handling and curves, but I'm trying to stay. I was thinking about throwing some of the Night Fury props onto that and seeing what those will do, but I'm afraid those are going to be way too light. Thin wise, those things are so crazy skinny thin. Yeah, new F7. I gotta get one. Get one set up for it. Adam wants me to get a Flight 1 set up.
Yeah, I do.
This Flight 1, so I do want to get a Flight 1 set up. So I was thinking about building that next, and then I got this Transtech in. And I got the 40 amp ESC in last month in the quad box, so it's adding all up to a quad real quick here.
What's his name? Ryan Indigo Rhino. He was getting all frustrated with his Flight 1, and as it turns out, it was his receiver that was giving me a problem.
Dang.
I was with him the whole time on that. I tried everything, dude. I didn't know what to...
So yeah,
I kept telling him, Adam. I kept telling him, you need to talk to Adam. You need to talk to Adam because he loves his Flight 1.
Oh, I love it.
so I got some stuff, videos coming and whatnot that I've got to edit yet. Some little side stuff, but I did manage to get a couple of goodies in the mail. Mrs. RC Crazy Custom Designs, right there, hooked me up with some Night Train stickers. So we got a couple different sizes, and this is actually a darker green than the other. So, but yeah, this one's actually on my truck already. That was the first sticker to go on anything, went onto my truck. So if you guys want a Night Train sticker, email me, and we can get some addresses gathered up, and we'll get you guys a sticker out. I got a few. I'm gonna have to get some more, but we'll get some to get started.
That's called a teaser pack, Mike.
Yeah, exactly. That's just to get me started, right? We know what she's doing. That's why she gave me 3 sizes, to make sure I had plenty of selection to choose from.
See, that's what blows my mind. It prints these so well, it does not want to, just doesn't want to print that session mount. I don't get it.
It's all in settings and things, dude. Trust me. There's something to it.
Yeah, I'll figure it out. I just don't want to dig with it.
Are you using any supports on print on that session mount?
Well, of course not.
Use support. Put supports on it. Just use support. Do like 12% as far as overall support. Do 12% and run supports on it and see if it'll run it that way.
Yeah, I'll print a bunch of these tonight just because I go through these.
Session mount I run, I print with the darn. It's so much cleaner if you run the supports on it. Really. It's all in tweaking, though. You'll get it.
I'll do that tomorrow. But I go through these like crazy, so I figure I might as well print about 8 of them.
I do have your address, as a matter of fact, here. The wife has it on her desk. She's supposed to dig it out for me. And Ray's got one coming, too, because he just sent me some motor. So I got to send him one, too.
What the actual fuck is going on here?
Now, see, Craft King said something I thought was interesting. And that was how he liked the motors because they were nice and notchy. And I've heard other people say when they spin, oh, feel how smooth they are. But the thing is, the notchy is the magnet. So the stronger the magnet, the more power that motor should have when you hit some juice to it.
Well, it's all variant. So if you listen to Kebab FPV, he kind of goes the opposite way. He says gritty motors are not good. You'll get more noise in a gritty motor and they won't run as smooth. You'll be better off with a non-gritty type motor.
I don't mean gritty. I mean the strength of the magnet.
Yes, gritty means grippy when it real stiff, powerful magnets. That's gritty.
So you don't like powerful magnets?
I've gone both ways. Most of mine are actually.
Yeah, you swing both ways, do you?
These are actually real smooth, not gritty at all. These aren't gritty at all. But the hype trains are the grinder are a little bit grittier. They're not too bad. But most of the motors I've got are actually fairly smooth. They don't cog out, you get that grippy coggy when you try to spin it from the magnets. Most of mine don't do that. The smaller motors, like on the toothpick and whatnot, those definitely have some grippy magnets. But yeah, it's a toss up. I don't know. I used to hear gritty motors was cool and everything else, and it had better overall, but then you hear Kebab say, well, they're not necessarily, and more noise to them that way. And I don't know. It's all preference, really. Everything's a preference in this, though. It's just a hobby.
Well, I mean, I say this often. It's like your props are like your transmission. As well as the kV of the motor and what battery voltage you're running. And it's when you match them all together good or well, that's when it all comes together,
Yeah, to find that sweet spot. I think you're having a party outside next door. A bunch of kids over there. Yahoos. Oh. How's it going? Good to see you in here. D-Man 52, good to see you in. So yeah, the weather's starting to cool off up here, man. What do we have, a high of like 63 or 64 today or something like that?
Yeah, it's pretty low.
And it was windy. So I had the sweatshirt on pretty much all day outside working today. Yeah, it's getting a cool down. They said it's not supposed to get very hot either for the next couple of weeks. So
I'm okay with that.
Yeah, well, winter's coming. That means if it's cooling down, that means it ain't going to be long. They said the Rockies down there were getting hammered with snow last night.
Oh, hell no, I'm not ready for that.
Yeah, the Northern Rockies were already getting hammered last night.
Yeah, I'm talking about fall.
Yeah, that's what I mean. We only got a couple weeks of fall in Michigan.
I was going to fly today, but man, I just didn't feel like fucking standing in that wind. I
didn't get out till like almost 4:30. By the time I got home, got changed and everything, it was like, yeah, no time for that. So I played around with the printer a little bit and got some food in me and called it a day.
That's all I've been doing lately since Friday. Been fucking with this printer.
Yesterday it was rainy or whatever, so I come home and I edited after work come home, played with the
Ed, you need to get one of these, dude.
videos, and
One of what?
3D printer.
Why?
It's fun, man.
it's frustrating, but it's fun.
Yeah, it is frustrating, but it's a lot of fun.
I don't have enough time to do what I got to do now. I'll get y'all to print something for me.
I will. I'll print you whatever you want. I don't give a shit.
Whoop cases, you know, have your name put into them.
All right, let me ask y'all a question. This goes to both Mike and Adam. How long did it take you to put your printer together?
My little Chauncey there was 6 screws to put it together. That's all.
That's it?
It took 6. I only had to put 6 screws in to put it together. Within 1 hour of having it in, opening the box, within 1 hour I had a print.
Wow, I've seen people screw with theirs for days trying to put it together.
It took me 4 beers, 2 bowls, and about 5 cigarettes, which is about 2 hours.
Well, that's not too bad either, Mike or Adam.
About 2 hours.
I
took my time. I wasn't rushing.
He's still got lots to learn, though. Like you said, he's fighting with this session mount now that he tried printing. So I think
I'll have this down soon. Give me a couple weeks, I'll have it down.
Well, the best session mounts I've printed so far have all been with supports.
I didn't even know about that.
You don't want a lot of support, but you want a little bit. It just makes it easier for when it's doing the long stretches across for the open spaces. It ain't got to try to make sure it's there where it's dropping off, not keeping that stretched across or whatever. If you got support, then it doesn't have to drop down. I think that's where you're getting to. What is that, about 8% into the print that it starts really goofing up? He's not sure.
Who, me?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm talking to Jeff here. Yeah, probably 9-10%.
Yeah. It's probably when it just starts getting ready to start spanning and bridging and stuff. Where it's going, you got your base already down, then you got your support built up, and then it starts building up the main frame of it, and it's starting to drop off.
Yeah, it's weird. It's I don't understand why the fuck it's doing that. So I mean, I'm watching it because I've already tried it 3 times. You know what I mean? So I know where it messes up. So I'm watching it, and then it'll do the top layer, and then all of a sudden it, like, how do I say this? It moves forward, and then all of a sudden it starts extruding like a 1/4 inch off the mat.
That sounds like your retractions and stuff that you got to set up better. It's not pulling retraction, or you're getting too much feed into it or something. I don't know. I haven't seen settings and everything else, so I'd have to look at it and play with it, but I haven't played with the Ender 3 at all, so I don't know. I got the program it's got. After Friday, tomorrow night, I should be able to set mine up, and I've already got an SD card sitting here with prints already sliced for Cura and everything else, so I should be able to just pretty much drop them in and run it.
Oh, see, Craft King knows the Ender 3 then, huh? Maybe we need to get him on here one of these nights and show us how to do this.
It's easy to get in here. If he wants to come in, we can easily get a link. Matter of fact, if anybody else wants to join in the stream at all, you guys can come on in. There's a link for you.
For real, bro. Come on in. I've only had this thing since Friday, so I'm definitely not.
What have you printed so far, Adam?
Oh, just some bullshit. And basically these arm guards, I go through these a lot. So I printed like 6-7 of them. You know, I figure I'd get about a dozen of them.
So in order to put those on, did you have to get longer motor screws, or are the motor screws long enough already?
Well, I haven't. The other ones I use a little bit longer. These ones I don't think I will, because this is for that new Dolphin frame I got.
Yeah, Dolphin frame you said is what? 5mm arms?
5mm arms.
Yeah, so you're gonna need 7mm screws in order to be safe, because you're gonna have millimeter after the 5 millimeter, plus you want a millimeter and a half or 2 into the bottom of your motor to be secure. So yeah,
D-Man, what's up, bud?
it's usually like about a 5 or a 6 millimeter that it normally comes with. So you'll have to get some longer ones probably.
Yeah.
You should have some already there though.
Oh fuck, I got like 4 or 5 packs of them. Not like Ziploc bags. I'm talking kits.
Yeah,
yeah, I buy kits.
I got boxes of M3, M2s. I got to get some standoffs. I need to order some of those.
That's the only thing I don't got.
Standoffs and some long screws. Well, I got long screws. Oh, I wanted M1 size too for like cameras and shit like that.
Oh, I got a ton of those.
The tiny little screws and whatnot. I got M2s, but not M1.
Let me look through what I got because it's not like you go through them a lot. You know what I mean? Don't buy them because I got a bunch. I think.
I just know I need some. Like the toothpick motors. Those are the small too. That's where I've been using them up. Eat them up off that toothpick that keeps. But
I crashed the fuck out of
that. Hey Jeff, it's called
props, bro.
Thingiverse is one place where you get the files for finding stuff to print.
That's where I get mine, Jeff. Thingiverse. The toothpick.
I guess they named it that so you can print whatever thingy you want.
See a little curling on the tips? They're the same props I've been running though, Adam.
Really? After all that?
Same exact set of props. The only
holy shit.
So far. Same bat, same rubber bands on the bottom. Chuck said, better get some rubber bands. You're going to kill them. I haven't killed any rubber bands yet. Now that I said it, I probably will.
I crash it. You crash it.
Oh, I've crashed it a bunch, dude.
Dude, you bounced it off a headstone. That was freaking hilarious.
Like,
not somebody's headstone. It was, I don't know what the fuck it was, but it wasn't. Yeah. Shut up.
It was that chair thing that was out there.
That chair thing, whatever the fuck that was.
It was that decoration.
Yeah.
It wasn't anybody's headstone. There's 3 of those chairs out there. Then there's 2 great big huge Bibles that are out there, opened up and, concrete. They're just giant. Like you could use it as a bed. It's that big.
Yeah, I never seen anything like that. Some are huge.
Mm-hmm.
Like they're bigger than a car. No bullshit.
Yep, they're huge. You can see them across the way in the darn camera and whatnot. That's the other video I haven't finished editing, was the 3-inch out there playing around yet. At the first one. Or no, that was the last one.
I think tomorrow I'm going to hit monitor.
Yeah.
That part by me. I haven't been there in a long time.
I'm going to be down by your house tomorrow.
Oh, yeah? You going to hit Sparks Park?
Merrill all day.
Sparks Park is there, man. I haven't been there all year.
Yeah, I'm right off of Lakeview.
Yeah, I haven't been there all summer.
Well, it sounds like a meetup in the making to me.
No, I got too much to go tomorrow.
Oh, he'll be
down there. We're going down there. The boss picked up a $1 million house down there that we got some work to do on. Well, I guess the people were looking to move in, but not quite as quick as they're getting pushed to move in. And they're going to have to be able to move in this weekend or something. So we need to get in tomorrow and hit a bunch of rooms and whatnot for them. So the boss's brother and his other brother and me and our other top guy are carpooling down to go spend a day down there. But the dude's paying $300 a piece for cash each day, so per day. So I'm
well, that certainly gets the.
I'm gonna go double my money tomorrow and go work some extra hours and whatnot. But then when I get out of there, I gotta run all the way over to Bay City for the club. Get my medications. Yep, Bay City.
Oh, Bay City. I thought you said Hay City.
Bay City.
To the local Bay Shitty.
Yeah, Bay Shitty. The shitty on the bay. Stinks over there. It smells like fish. It's a harbor town. It's a nice place, though. overall.
That's the sugar beets.
Yeah, the sugar beets and all that they produce over there, Pioneer Sugar Company's over there. So right, like almost downtown too. So it stinks up the whole area. It's got its own distinctive smell.
Yeah.
It's like going past the Hershey Company or something, you know. You know, it's not a good smell though.
I'm sure it grows on you.
No, it don't.
Yeah.
I work right down the road from it. Trust me, it don't.
Chemicals down the street, it grows on you too.
Yeah.
Like the three-legged cats and seven-legged cats that are wandering around inside the chemical plant. Chris Sullivan, welcome in, buddy. 5 freaking onion rings. You needed a blue jeans. Got you covered, brother. Yeah, so it's been a crazy week. Been doing lots of interior because it's been raining outside, and I got one day I got to fly, so I did get some packs in. I got more video I could probably edit from that yet, but
Tell you what, Mike, this thing is very easy to navigate. You're gonna like it.
oh, I know. They're all pretty easy to work. The trunk here isn't much different than that one even. The screen functions are a little bit different.
It's got a huge screen.
Yeah. But I saw that one that Jim had down there when he had his printer set up. So I got to see his Ender 3. I don't know if his was the Pro or not. It probably was. You know him.
Oh, yeah.
But anyway, and then when I went down to buy the truck, I hit a buddy of mine up down there in Pinckney, Weberville area down there, Detroit. And he just picked up Ender 3 Pro 2. So
they're cheap, man. You can't go wrong, really.
Yeah, I think mine was $200 with free ship. So
Oh, you got a better deal than I did.
well, I went to eBay looking.
Oh, hey, you know me and Amazon 2-day shipping.
I can't use my PayPal on Amazon, so
Really? Why is that?
Amazon doesn't accept PayPal.
Really? Okay.
Yep. Yeah, it sucks because a lot of the companies that you try to get reviews for or whatever, they'll have you do a review and buy the product from Amazon, and then they'll reimburse you to your PayPal account. So then you're like, oh, you can't even use it over at Amazon. You got to like do money transfers to get it back over to be able to use it or this and that. But
oh man, I gotta order that TPL tomorrow or the PLA. Do those mods and shit.
it was like 65 today here, Chris. It was getting chilly and it was like 15, 20 mile an hour winds going. So fall is in the air up here. Trees are changing colors. Leaves are starting to fall everywhere. Crazy, crazy. I mean, like red and orange showing up everywhere in the trees. So corn's still green though. Should be coming down pretty soon, the next couple weeks.
Yeah.
So what was the low last night, Mike?
52.
Yeah, I don't know. I didn't even pay attention, man.
52, 5.2, Adam?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Well, that feels awesome. I'd love to have 52 in the morning.
52. That's badass. I love 52.
So let's go this way.
We had the beginning of the week, we had a couple cool mornings where it was right at 70, and it felt so good, but by midday it was right back into the 80 plus, and then the last couple of days it hit 95. So
95 still right now?
62, huh?
62 right now. Tomorrow, Saturday, 68. Sunday, 62. Monday, 84. Tuesday, 80. And our lows are down in the 50s.
Oh, you're showing the highs now.
Yeah, that's the high. The lows are the small number next to it. So it's 68 for a high, 54 tonight for a low. Sunset at 7:27 p.m. So it's already dark out.
What did I just do? Oh shit.
See, my deal is you can almost always put on more clothes. But down here, down south, there's only so many clothes you can take off without getting arrested.
Try that when it's -3. So many layers you can put on.
All right, point taken. See,
Yeah.
okay, here's all right. Okay, I got an idea for you. How about you know how they have electric blankets and stuff like that, and we know the power of lipo. So instead of
burn the house down, warm up.
instead of an electric blanket, you have electric thermal that you can plug a lipo into, you know, thermostatically controlled, and there you go.
Ed's gonna have like car battery size lipos heating his house during the wintertime.
Yeah, I'm telling you,
No,
I got a lot of power in them.
Rob, what's going on, Quad Farm?
I got a $25,000 lipo heater. I call it my truck. Put my batteries on the floorboard. Put the heat on the bottom.
Yep, warm the babies up.
Cooks them right up.
Use the deep floorboard heater and dries your drones off in between flights for you. Perfect.
I was actually considering trading that in for a Tahoe.
Yeah.
I thought, where am I going to land my drone? So I did.
Yeah, a tonneau cover's been handy for you, that's for sure.
Oh, I love that. I land. That's where I land every time.
No more dirty motors for Adam.
Nope.
Unless he crashes.
I haven't crashed a 5-inch. God, it's been a long time.
You're not flying hard then.
Oh, I'm flying hard. It's just so locked in and beautiful. That flight one, damn.
Come to fly one of my 5 inches, you'll crash.
Oh, yeah, I'll crash yours.
Recently was yours, so.
So Mike, Adam, have y'all ever flown like mountains or anything?
No.
No,
I
we
haven't.
don't have any mountains here. In Michigan,
Man,
hills. That's all we
my
have.
grandparents had a place in North Carolina, and I so want to go back there and fly a freestyle quad now that I have that ability.
I've been playing with it, Quad Farm, but I haven't gotten a whole lot of packs in. I changed out my camera because I was getting some jello when I took it out and flying with Adam like a week or two ago. I was getting jello, and I wasn't sure what it was from. I changed props from the S4s down, or I think it was the S4s down to the S3s, and that cleaned it up a little bit, but it didn't take care of it all. So I swapped the cam out, and I took it out for a couple flights. I've only got like 2 packs on it since then, but it seems pretty good. I played around with the rates and whatnot a little bit because I had my rates way like low stock wise, and I put some rates into it, and so we'll see the next week or so here. Hopefully this weekend's going to be nice enough I can get out. Tomorrow's pretty well shot for flying anything for me, so maybe Saturday. And Saturday night, me and the wife are going down to Fenton. We're going to go hit the drive-in.
Oh, I know where you're going.
We're going to go watch Rambo at the drive-in theater.
2 movies.
Really?
Two movies for the price of one.
Yep, 2 movies for the price of one, drive-ins, and they're open till I think the 16th of October is the last date. So
Yep.
they're running some deals or whatever, and
I've had a lot of good times at that drive-in, bro. I really have.
I haven't been there. I haven't been there forever, man.
Oh man.
When I was at a drive-in, I think was the drive-in that we had here in Midland back way long ago. It's been forever since I've been to a drive-in, but Shit, my kid's 18 years old. He's never been to a drive-in.
Oh, he's missing out.
Never taking him down there.
It's a party, man. Let's see. I'm trying to think. The first party drive-in I did was when Mad Max came out. And we snuck like, I don't know, 10 people in with us inside this van. You know, and we just had a good old time. We built a big old pile of beer cans parked next to the van that night. Let's see, Dan, I don't know anything about it. I don't know crap about PIDs. I mess with rates and nothing about it.
Yeah, the PIDs themselves I didn't mess with. Those were ones that I put in there from Mr. Steele, I think is what the PIDs were on that. That could be part of it though too. Thinking about it. Actually, no, I had Mr. Steele in there, and I found the old flash that I had as far as the save or whatever. So I went to that and found the PIDs for that and adjusted the PIDs to where it was before. But with the new RC version, it might be something.
So who knows? Okay.
It's smoother now that I changed the cam out and went back to the S3 props and put a little rate into it. It seemed to be a little bit smoother and whatnot.
So here's the deal, okay? Who knows what the term PIDs actually mean?
You're trying to make me think. I know what they are. It's like before, middle, and after.
Okay. Well, I just meant what the acronym. Now, I'm not
Your P tells it what to do. Your I tries to counteract and smooth it, and your D tells it how to finish the maneuver.
Okay. Now that may be a perfectly valid description of what it does.
Right.
But that is not what
I don't remember what the P, I, and D is because you never hear it unless you're watching a Bardwell video or something, and he doesn't even use the technical term much. So,
proportional interval deviation, I think.
Something like that.
Yeah. But the problem is when I pull it up, there's a P for every aspect of roll, yaw, draw. I mean, there's like for P, there's like 9 different things or 12 different things you can screw with. And the same thing with all the rest.
Beta flight coming out. Wait till you see the new beta flight coming out.
And
where's freaking onion rings? Chris Sullivan. Wait till he sees that new beta flight, huh, buddy? Whoo, he thinks he's got some buttons to play with now. The new beta flight has sliders you can use instead of numbers. You can use sliders to adjust things.
Oh, hell no.
Ooh.
That's too much work, man. Oh, my God.
I wants to do that? Myself getting into a lot of trouble with that. Yeah. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, check out Chris Sullivan in here. He's got some videos on the new beta flight, and he's also been playing with the Emu flight. I don't know if anybody's played with that at all, but he's been playing with the Emu flight as well, and that's the runoff of Butterfly. It used to be Butterfly, it's now Emu flight, but he's been playing with that too. Yeah, man, I'll tell you what, I'm really seriously thinking of putting the Emu on. The way that it was handling his quad, ooh boy.
So Dan just put up the actual. I know he had to Google it. You know you had to Google it, Dan. Don't lie.
Probably 2 years ago.
Integral derivative. Are you sure about that, Dan?
You were close though.
I know, never. Look, Okay, Dan, I'm sorry. I should have never said that. My bad. Let me go get some soap and wash my mouth out.
Get him, Dan.
What's going
Google
on?
doesn't lie. Okay.
Good to have you in here.
Hey, Dan, got my favorite hat on, bro.
I got my favorite shirt on, dude. Well, I don't know if it's my favorite shirt anymore. I got Quad Box now. And so my favorite shirt will actually be coming in the mail somewhere around the 8th of October. That reminds me. I need to plug that, don't I? Jeez, I keep forgetting to do that.
I see a Night Train shirt coming.
Yeah. The Weiss ordered up some things. But yeah, so if you guys want some Night Train things, there you go. There's the Teespring page for you guys if you want. There's some things there. First run, trying to get something going, so we'll see. But anyway.
See, I need to make a new logo, man. Mine is corny as fuck. Have you seen it lately?
Joe Stan made mine. That's the only reason I got that one.
Yeah, I might have to hit him up because.
I don't know what the one I had from Chuck was.
Well, Chuck made mine like 2 years ago, dude. Yeah. And he threw it together in like 4 minutes, he said.
Yep. Well, he did yours and he did one for me or whatever so that we could have something for pages and this and that.
Yeah.
And then Joe was doing that conglomeration where it's like putting all those logos on T-shirts and whatnot. And he said the logo that Chuck had done for me wasn't high enough definition for him to be able to use it through Teespring. So I was like, oh, bummer. He's like, let me see what I can do. So he pulled together this one and made it. And I was like, that one works. So.
You know, I'm not thinking about it. I got a computer now, dude. I should try at least. Actually, I got 2 of them. I'm on my old one right now. My new one is sitting on my bed because I don't have any of this shit on it.
New logo. I can't get a new logo now. I got to stick with these.
Yeah, you're committed.
I'm committed. So yeah, if anybody would like a sticker, I got a few to give away. While supplies last until I can get some more, which hopefully will be real soon, Tiff. Hope you need some work, Tiff.
There you go.
I didn't do any stickers on the Teespring pages because I had intended for Tiff to do my stickers anyway. So now Eric does not have the only Night Train FPV sticker. Ha. He's got the first one, but not the only one.
What filaments you got, Mike?
Huh?
What filaments you got?
Oh, let's see. What do I got down here? I got some TPU. Let's see. Got a little black TPU. We got some green TPU. I got some blue TPU. That's a box of green and a box of blue, same size as that. That's all TPU. And then I got, let's see, got that rainbow PLA.
Oh, no shit.
Let's see, what else? We got blue PLA.
Love and beyond, somebody.
I got some orange PLA.
Oh!
Oh! There's a little bit of it left yet.
I'll buy it off you.
You don't have to.
I'll give you 50 cents. Now I'm going to order some tomorrow. I'm going to get some orange.
Yes, I got some orange ABS if you want that.
I don't even know. What is ABS? How different is that from PLA?
ABS is hard plastic compared to PLA. It's heat sensitive. It's heat resistant and more impact resistant than PLA.
Because I need a filament. I'm using it to upgrade the printer.
PLA is probably the best you could. PLA or PETG would probably be the best for printer parts as far as something that's going to be harder and more durable and not have to worry about melting. That's where PLA is going to be your problem with any upgrades for your printer, is if it's anywhere around the heat. It's
Oh,
soft.
yeah. I won't be using TPU for anything other than drone stuff.
PLA, you're talking, I think it's 210 is the low temperature on PLA, or ABS rather.
Yeah. PLA seems to do good on 200 or 185.
210 to 240 degrees for the tip for ABS.
Yeah, that's fucking hot.
Yeah. 435 degrees, baby. 435 on the tip and 100 degrees on the bed is what they recommend. Which the bed on the under 3 will go to 110. So
let's see how many I can print in this whole show. I'm still printing.
Well, we got an hour of the show left. What are you printing them one at a time?
Yeah.
Oh, geez. You're killing me.
Well, how many printers do you want him to have?
He can lay that. He's got a 220 by 220 millimeter bed, Ed.
Oh, yeah, so he can zip around.
He's got like a 10-inch square bed. He could put like all kinds of those on there. He could probably print 20 of those at once.
I could. I just like dicking with it.
Well, I mean, it's just
I usually do them in sets of 4. If I've got the print to it, it's point where it's staying good and the good layers and everything, I'll go up to 4 and print them as a set so that I ain't got to mess with them. Run one set. Good to
well,
go.
I mean, it's like Centroid, who has gone from the camera bird world to pretty much all FPV acro stuff. And, you know, I always warn people that are to the camera stuff, be careful. The dark side will grab your ass if you taste it a little bit.
Oh, it sinks his teeth in. You're done.
Yeah.
So something else. This Transtech flight controller. They come with the ribbon cables like this. So there's your one for the flight controller, but it came with an extra set of cables, and the other ends are already done. So all you got to do is plug them into your connector. See how it comes with some extra connectors? So you can wire it the way you want to for whatever ESC you want to plug it to.
Yeah, but let me ask you a question about that. Okay, don't plugs make you nervous?
No.
Yeah, I mean, so you put as much faith in a plug as you do your own solder joint.
No, I won't say that.
Okay, well, that's my point.
But when you're going from an ESC to a flight controller, do you want to solder all 8 of them little tiny wires next to each other? No, you want to plug into your ESC or your flight controller with that cable. Once it's in there, it's in the flight controller. You ain't got to mess with it much. It's not like you're plugging it all the time or anything.
No, that's valid.
And the way that this is set up, the plug actually goes from the bottom side so that it comes from the inside of the flight controller, where normally your ESC plug would plug in from the back end. This one plugs in from this way so that it's tucked underneath and not getting messed with on the outside either.
That's a good point.
So it's got some good capabilities. I'm kind of liking it. I'm thinking about seeing what the Transtech ESC is, the 4-in-1, so that I can get one that just plugs straight. But
so on the same setup, how much time do you think that saves you?
Really, it saved quite a bit, because all I got to do is look at the pinout on this, read what wire goes to where, and then plug it into the ESC as to where it comes off the ESC pinout. And just put the plug in there and then poop, 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 each little wire, and you're good to go. So I ain't got to mess with it. And it's can be used for any ESC that way. It's not like I've got an ESC plug and I got to cut that off and then solder directly to my ESC now, or make another connector or this. It's basically set up so you can make your connector the first time for whatever ESC you're putting it to.
That's pretty cool.
So it is kind of nice that way. If you're gonna have to use the connector, it's nice to have it set up so you can use. Otherwise, I've had ESCs where you're only using like 4 wires coming off your ESC to your flight controller, and you're like, okay, you got to pull all these pins out, and then you got all these extra wires you got to cut off or this or that. And this way, you can use whatever you need and discard what you don't need. And comes with extra little plugs so that you can fit. If you've got a smaller ESC that doesn't have all the capabilities, it's got the smaller pin set, or it's got the longer one. So there's like 3 extra pin sets in there for different sizes, depending on what your ESC capabilities are. So it should be pretty cool. I'm geeked to try it, but I don't have a frame to put it in right now. So I don't know. We'll see. Do I wait another month, or am I going to end up buying a frame by the end of the month?
Eric, did you won the giveaway last night? The Beta 75, whatever.
Nice.
Yeah, the Beta Whoop.
Cool, that's awesome. I can't think of a better person to get it, dude.
Yeah, that's
now
perfect.
He's got 2 new birds on the way now.
That's excellent.
That boy's so hooked.
I commented on one of his videos yesterday.
Every time he ends up crashing or this or that, things get frustrating and he has to work on stuff. But he says he's excited. He can't stop.
You can't stop, dude. Your mind won't let you stop.
He likes having to go build. He likes having to go play with it again.
You break it and then you're like, fuck it. Fuck this stupid thing. Then you're like, well, if I don't fix it, I can't fly. So, you know.
Man, I'm so happy for you, Eric. That's cool as shit.
Yeah. Another flying fool.
No, we gotta get Eric into a micro, man.
That's what he's doing right now is all the different whoops and whatnot, but he's got a 2-inch coming.
Oh shit.
Yeah, he's got a 2-inch coming, and now he's got the Beta 75 coming. So yeah,
it's about to go down.
Yeah. And he's got a Tyro 79 over there too, right? So he's set, man. He's got 5-inch, he's got a 2-inch coming, he's got the whoops and everything. Yeah.
Fuck, he's got more quads than I do.
Mm-hmm. He does. Well, no, you got 3, right?
I got 4.
4? Okay.
I still fly anywhere. They got Beta flight on them, man. Well, except for one.
Yeah.
My favorite.
I have no idea what that is, Ryan.
A remix? Which one did you get?
No, Ryan gets a bird, and then the next thing he wants to do is get another one. He's got a ton of birds.
He's got
Ryan's got some birds.
They just look pretty on his wall.
I guess so.
He figured it was funner than buying wallpaper.
It is. I mean, come on, we all know it.
No, I'll buy that at him. I'll buy it at him, and I like the looks of it a lot better than wallpaper too.
Definitely.
Ryan.
However, okay, here's the deal.
Wins.
Think about a wall for your drones, but you have the sky and stuff on the wallpaper, and you hang your drones on that.
That would be cool. Put some mountains and shit on there, so it looks like the fucking drone's coming down and shit. That'd be cool.
Yeah.
Vaccines in there. I don't have enough wall space, man.
Oh, you got.
You're running over each other.
Oh yeah.
So once again, Eric is having turd 99 issues. So now he's got one motor that just twitches.
That's probably an ESC.
That's what it sounds
That's what I said.
If it's a motor twitch, the best way to do it is take the motor and put it on a different spot and see if that motor is doing it at that different spot.
Mm-hmm.
Swap the motor out or put a different motor into that spot. If it's the motor, If it's
I told him to swap motors, Mike, but it requires soldering. However, he does have a new soldering iron that he needs to break in. So that's what I told him though, to swap it, because I thought the same thing about the Batman. I thought I had a bad motor.
you got a 6-inch, not a 7. 6-inch Martian 2.
Eric, look at the motor and see if you see any dark spots in it, like it burnt. If it's nice and shiny and shit. Yeah, I see.
See, nice prints, Adam. They're not tough. You'll get there. You'll get there. The Wiccan FPV. What's going on, Wiccan?
7-inch motors, not shit, because I don't go bigger than 5-inch quads.
I got a 6-inch and it's got 2,300 kVs on it right now, but I want to put some 2150s on it. What 7-inch motors you got worked out, Wiccan? Or are you still working on that? I seen you build a couple. You got a couple quads you're building up. iFlights and iFlight knockoff. Yeah, I've been thinking about getting that Tyro 69 toothpick, Artie. That looks like fun. Looks like a pretty good, but I've been looking at the Diatone Cube too. The Cube looks pretty wicked. Unique frame. Everybody seems to like it so far. It's got some good motors on it. 2806.5 1800s. I was thinking about getting some different motors, some 6S style motors or whatever, but Rotor Riot height train motors don't have shit for 6S. The Vanovers are the only ones that are 6S. Everything else is 5S or lower. Most of them are only 4S. So I was like, wow. But I know
when it comes down to that, you just have,
I haven't seen Kat post her code tonight. I thought she was around here somewhere at one time. Maybe not. But anyway, Kat's still got her code going until the end of the month for 10% off on the Rotor Riot height train motors.
Yeah, no shit. Yeah, if you're gonna buy it from Rotor Riot, use their link.
The quad box is buy 3, get 1 free on any of the hype trains.
Oh hell no.
Oh yeah, I'm not giving that code up. Yep. Go to Rotor Riot, add hype train, 4 hype train motors to your cart. Go to checkout, enter above code. The 4th motor is free, including the blasters.
I love the blasters. You know that.
Well, I've been thinking about getting the blasters because I got the beater quad or whatever, and I keep killing motors. So I was thinking about getting the blasters, and then I'm thinking about getting some 2150 kV for the 6-inch, but they don't have shit for motors for the hype train for the 6-inch really. So I don't.
The blasters to this date are probably the most responsive motor I've ever flown.
I'd like to get the Vortex motors for the bandos, but they're more expensive and they're out of stock.
Yeah, they're hard to get.
Yeah, that's the problem with the hype trains. They're all out of stock pretty much. Same
Except
thing
for
with Zing motor.
Yeah.
Zing,
Oh, the Zing motors?
2450 Zings that I want, the blue and purple ones or whatever. The cotton candy camo, they're like always out of freaking stock.
Yeah, see, I've been wanting to try them, but like you said, they're always out of stock. You can't find them. And I look everywhere. If I can't find a part, you guys fucking know it's not available.
is that OSD flight controller that I owe you in stock? See if it's in stock. If so, I'll order them this weekend. I need 2 of them. One for you and one for me.
What is it?
The OSD lights flight controller you want that I owe you.
Oh, the flight one?
Yeah. See if it's in
Oh.
stock. If so, I'll order 2 this weekend.
Hmm.
Oh, nice. That's all you want?
That's for
That's
you.
like
Oh.
that's like finding a unicorn these days.
Ooh. So that's one of her free pieces of jewelry. She gave it to me though. Cool. A necklace. I think I will wear it. I'll make her happy. Maybe she'll go to the store for me still.
She will. You know she will.
Oh, she just came
Wife's
back.
got a cool ass wife.
She drove back from Mount Pleasant. She just went to Mount Pleasant to go get 2 pieces of jewelry. 20
Well,
minutes.
I'm gonna have to remember that number 18.
Nope, still out of stock.
Yeah, that's what I thought. They said it was supposed to be around like the 9th or something like that. They're supposed to come in stock, and they haven't.
Yeah,
I've been watching for them.
I mean, you can get the plug and play, but nobody really wants them.
I want the flight controller you wanted.
Yeah, people like the solder. I mean, that's a big thing about the hobby.
Get the one that you wanted.
People like the solder.
Trust me, that diatone's running smooth. It's well worth paying for that flight controller for you.
Oh, I ain't worried about that. I got a brand new flight controller sitting there.
When it's in stock, I can get it for you, and I want to get one too. So I'm figuring if I order one, I'm going to order 2 when I order. And I got money coming tomorrow because I'm going down to work that side job. That's 300 cash tomorrow.
Oh, that's good money there.
Yeah, it's like 50 an hour or something like that I'll make tomorrow.
Yeah, 50 fucking hour. Holy shit. Oh,
Yeah.
You're
You can't shake at that. When they say
hell no.
guys paying 300 a day, I'm like, shit, I'm going down to work 8 hours. Fuck it. Go put my 8 in and call it a day. Well,
Call it a day.
I have to
I
look.
was trying to do something and I was afraid I was going to screw up, so I quit. I want to try and remember I got to write that down, Wiccan.
Hey, Ed, if you click on that little funny square block on the far left of your computer screen, and it comes up with all those programs list, right? And you scroll down through there and you go to sticky notes. It's actually called sticky notes. And you click on that, it puts a little, those little sticky notes and stuff? It'll put one on the desktop, and then you can jot your little notes on that. Then you don't have to pull up like a notepad or this or that. I use it a lot of times, like when I'm getting music off of YouTube. I'll copy like the bottom section where it says the copyrights and all that and who owns all the rights for the music. I'll copy that and put it over on a sticky note. So when I get done editing the video or whatever, I've got it ready for YouTube to drop into my YouTube channel.
Well, I'm looking for it, but I ain't seeing it.
Should be called sticky notes. Should be just regular. It might be under Windows accessories as well.
Oh, yeah. Okay. So obviously I don't have it on my taskbar.
No, it won't be on your taskbar. You'll click on the start button. When it comes up with the whole programs list, you scroll through that programs list, and there should be sticky notes. And I think on the older version of Windows, sticky notes was in the Windows accessories, possibly. Under Windows accessories, you click on that and it'll open up where your media player and all that kind of stuff is.
Well, you made it sound like it was so easy, right at
Well, it
first.
is.
The bottom right-hand corner or something.
Bottom
I mean, on the screen, I don't want to have to go to the Windows button.
You click on the window button, and then you click on sticky notes in the list, and
Okay.
it comes up with a little yellow tag for you, and then you can copy paste onto there, so you don't have to remember, or you can type into it.
Sounds a lot easier to write it down on a scrap piece of paper.
Till you lose the paper.
WIC and FPV.
Yeah.
That's funny. You know, now you mention that, Mike, I will have to grab that though and put it in my taskbar, just so it's just right there, readily accessible.
Yeah, I got one down at the bottom of my taskbar too because I use it all the time, so it's down.
Well, there you go. See, that makes all the difference in the world instead of having to go to the Windows button.
You can link it to
where is it? I gotta scroll all the way down to the S for sticky
you
notes.
can link it to your Microsoft account too. So like if you redo your computer or whatever, it'll save it in your Microsoft settings and whatnot, so that they'll be there when you come to reset your computer or whatever. You pull sticky notes back up, log back into your email address, and it'll remember it and pull it right back up for you. So you've got them all there.
That's cool.
Yeah, it's a pretty cool program. I use that, and snipping tools, another one I use a lot to like snag pictures and stuff like that. Like when I go to look for pinouts for flight controllers or whatever, you get to a page where you bought it and it'll only have a small view. So you use the snipping tool and then you can explode it. You save it into a file and put it on your computer and blow it up so you can see the letters better. Well,
Yeah. Done printing for tonight. 4 is enough.
4 is enough.
4 is enough.
You're running about 20 minutes of print.
What's that?
What are you running, about 20 minutes each?
About 15.
That's good. That's good print. Yeah, yeah. Plenty of arm ends. That's the worst part about having a 3D printer, Adam. Once you got filament and whatnot, you're like, what the hell do I want to print next?
Oh, I'm gonna print everything.
I know. And then you're like, oh, I got a list like this. I haven't even printed yet. And I'm like, oh man, my printer's down. Now I gotta wait.
Oh, guys at work are fucking with me. I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna go home, print a bunch of dicks, come to work and throw them at you, fucking motherfuckers. Let's see what you like think of me now.
I got the print somewhere, the file for it for you.
Oh shit. Yeah. You guys are gonna laugh about this.
I got the file to print these too.
Oh, I want
that. That come from what was it? One of the 3D printing places. I don't think it was Brain 3D. I think it was the other one. What was that other one that I used?
It was Flylow, dude.
No, it wasn't Flylow.
No?
It was before we went down there. I had some other company that was with the Noob Crew or whatever that they referred me to or whatever.
Oh,
I can't remember what it is. 3D something.
I know what you're talking about.
Now that I got a printer, I haven't used any 3D print places, so I don't remember what it was called. And what was his name? Dick or something like that?
No, it was that dude on Facebook that eats tacos all the fucking time.
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about.
No, not Rimrock.
No, it's not Rimrock. He was
This was a guy on Messenger that has his own 3D printing company or whatever that he
it's the same guy I'm thinking of. Same guy.
Something 3D, I can't remember.
Nick.
Yeah, Nick.
Yeah.
Nick, that's his name. I was thinking Dick for some reason. Yep. But yeah, I got those prints. Got that from him. I ordered a session mount from him and some arm ends or something like that. I think that
GIMP 3D.
Yeah, arm ends for the Ghost, for the Glow, and then a session mount, and I got this free.
Yep.
But, yeah. GIMP
Rob's
3D.
right. Rob's right. GIMP 3D.
That's the one.
Fucking cigarette.
You got it, Rob. Nice. I knew it was something 3D. I couldn't remember. I was trying to pick it out.
Yeah. See, still print.
Link somewhere in my like bookmarked somewhere.
Yeah. He used to post about printing and shit. I don't think he hasn't like the last year.
You know who I saw doing printing and whatnot? And Bot Grinder's video this week? Old Head FPV.
Really?
He shows up out there to go fly. He's got a crate with all his different antennas that he had 3D printed and everything else. He's got the long range whip antennas that he's doing prints for and everything right now. So interesting. Bot Grinder's video, that long ranging one that he just did. He was on there. Old Head FPV. Still got his thing going on eBay. Is where you can buy all his prints. He's got antennas, pagodas, and all kinds of stuff. See if I can find it.
See, that's why I bought a 3D printer, because I don't want to buy shit from nobody ever again.
Right.
If anything, I want my boys to hit me up, and I'll send you one. I'm not paying shipping, though. Any of you fuckers want to print, once I figure this out, I'll send you one, but I'm not paying shipping. I'll straight tell you I'm not going to do it. Send you whatever you want, but I'm not paying shipping.
I know this is his. Come on. Let's see.
You know, Rob, that's an interesting point. I think it depends upon what kind of filament you're using or whatever, but some of the 3D printed parts actually have a little more give and flexibility and more cushion than what standard parts have.
3D printed parts on a racing quad, I think, are essential.
Wouldn't it be awesome if they came up with a filament and a printer that could just print you props and dial in whatever you wanted them to be?
Well, technically, you can. This is going to fly like shit.
Yeah, right. I mean, that's what I mean.
So,
that's funny, Rob. No, you don't have to like it.
Shit, no, you don't. But if Rob if he had a printer, his whole house would be like, he'd be printing clocks and shit.
there's Old Head FPV's eBay stuff right there. Different stuff that he prints that you guys can get a hold of if you wanted to. If you buy like 3 antennas or 4 antennas, he throws in a 5th one free, this and that. Might be interesting. They're pretty durable antennas for pagodas and whatnot. They get the 3D prints separating the discs so they don't like bend so easy and whatnot. Take quite a bit of abuse. And according to Bot Grinder, Old Head's antenna went further than the one that Bot Grinder was using currently already. So it's the farthest he'd been yet.
Rob, you can't, but you can 3D print a grinder.
Yes, you can. You can print grinders, right?
Jeff, buddy, I will. Just give me a minute to figure it out. I'm kind of struggling printing session mounts right now. I will figure it out, but I'll hook you up.
Yeah, I did see his video feed. I'm just saying, according to Bot Grinder, yeah, his video feed wasn't as clean as most of my video feeds have been. I was wondering what the deal was with all them static lines going through his shit and whatnot too. I figured he just had a piece of shit VTX on there, pushing all them free parts that he gets, you know.
Rob, will that be great? That has to be a special kind of filament, Rob, to be able to print that.
Hey, Rob.
If it can, my whole paycheck.
You know what I noticed the most?
That's all I can say.
That his GoPro session video in the background was like jello big time, dude. Major jello the whole way. His FPV feed looked better, but the other feed was jelloed. Probably got his GoPro sitting on the couch or something up on top and barely strapped on or some shit. But it's a
Yeah, they are here too, Wiccan, but it doesn't mean there ain't all around here. Just so you know. Who's a douchebag? Who's a douchebag? I missed something, Adam.
Fucking, all right, I'll say it. Bot grinder. He's a fucking.
Oh, okay.
All right.
He got too big for his britches, did he?
Oh, he got the shit canned everywhere because he can't control his actions and be professional. That's what it comes down to. He can't be professional. He'd rather be a punk than be a professional. He just wants the money.
Ryan Indigo, what's up, buddy?
Indigo. What's going on, Ryan?
Rob, exactly. That's his biggest flaw.
I'm going to put my email address in here again for you guys. If you email me your address, first come, first serve basis, I got a few stickers. So I can send you a sticker if you guys email me your address. So I'll put my email in here one more time. So you guys can do that. There you go. I already have a few going out. So, matter of fact, did you send those out today, dear?
No, dear, I gotta redo the envelopes and send them tomorrow.
Should be sending them tomorrow.
Yeah, Ryan and Rob definitely need to get one of them.
So, yeah, they worked out pretty good. These are done by RC Crazy's wife, Tiff. She's the one that did these. Turned out real nice. These are vinyl. Now, these aren't your normal stickers. These are layers. Each one of these colors is its own layer. And she hand puts these together, each one. So there's not one sticker that's exactly identical.
If you've ever seen Tiff putting together a decal or whatever for a short shirt, whatever, she spends a shitload of time on that thing, man. It's incredible. And she puts a lot. Anything you get from Tiff is well worth the labor that went into it because they are all individual works of art.
She's got good prices too. She's done quite a bit of t-shirts and stickers and logos. She did Axiomatics logos. She's done Rodney Bell stuff and Mr. Crowley, I think she did some stuff. And she's done lots of stuff.
I got this shirt from her.
Yep. Badoo shirts. Yep.
And I got this shirt from her. Oh, notice how one of the props are a little bit different. See, and that's what makes it a work of art. It's unique. See that one prop to the well, things are backwards in my view. I think you know.
Yep, the shadow on the one is
that
backwards.
one prop that's different. That was probably the cutout part that was supposed to come away. I don't know. It doesn't matter. I think it's pretty cool.
I've seen it pop up there, Indigo. I'll get some addresses for her and make a list for her after the show and whatnot. And she said she's going to send out tomorrow. So there you go. The Indigo hats. Yeah, I haven't done any hats. I did a Teespring type deal or whatever, but I left the sticker part for Tiff. I didn't have Teespring do any that. I didn't like any of the crap that Teespring didn't have any good sticker type pads that they wanted. I was like, yeah. I got the good ones. What else is going on? Got quiet in here. Uh-oh.
I'm trying to catch up on this
You guys put off and black screen me again. Yeah. Rob's been in there a while.
Fucking Ryan. I'm gonna start making custom condoms and shit.
Isn't it great, Ryan?
That's funny as shit.
Something that you want to.
Oh shit.
Custom condoms, huh?
Hey, rock it if you got it, I guess. I don't know what the fuck to say.
I think
What filament would you use for that?
Centroid's currently printing a bunch of turds.
Oh no, man, I've seen his 3D prints. He probably can do it.
Centroid's printing a bunch of these up.
Yeah, those are pretty cool.
Sidewinder, what's up, buddy? Yeah, I'm gonna try to fly a couple packs tomorrow. I got 3 that are fully charged, so might as well send it.
I figured you were in for a little while there in the chat, Rob, so I figured your chores were done, so I'd send out the link again.
I'm not done, just taking a break.
Oh.
Have a cold one.
Hi, Mama.
Rob's job is never done.
Over there hiding
24/7.
Yeah, but you know what? I totally get to be by myself, and I don't have a boss. It's all stuff I like.
He takes breaks whenever he wants to.
Yeah, I can dig that.
Well, it's not when he wants to, when he decides to.
Yeah.
Because I work at a car dealership, dude, and I can definitely tell you I'm so sick of people bitching at me. I'm so over it.
The kitchen cabinet this week was like that. The lady's like, every little thing. She's got countertops butting up to the kitchen cabinets. So whoever put her countertops in used silicone caulk across the countertops to seal it into the wood.
Yeah.
Well, so I paint over and whatnot, try to touch it up, and you can't paint silicone, so we have to spray bomb it with a oil base. So I tape it off and spray it and everything else over a caulk and everything, She comes in, she's like, oh, because she can see the silicone caulk across there making a little ridge type thing or whatever. She wanted it cleaned up and better. But I'm like, lady, I'm going to be like taking all your silicone caulk off of there then, I'm not putting more caulk onto the countertop because I don't have any clear this or that. I'm not doing no. So we scraped it off and painted back over, and hopefully she likes it. But she's nitpicking every little thing. I was like, geez, it's defects in your wood. What do you expect, lady? Quit beating your cabinets up.
See, Mike, this is what you tell people. This is why I've been telling people. I didn't design it. I didn't build it. I didn't fucking break it. What the fuck you want me to do? I mean, really,
Explicit FPV in the house.
Explicit.
Yeah. Got a good gathering coming in. Oh.
Yeah.
I have to fly my Phantom this weekend.
Yeah.
All charged up.
Dust? What?
Yeah, well, one of my batteries shit. Like one of them just died. I think it's because I let it set too low.
Yeah.
It's $150.
Yeah, they're expensive. That's for sure.
Like it.
Even if you put
the damn thing
cheap.
Yeah.
$150 for a battery?
Yeah.
Sell that thing, Rob.
Thank you.
Fuck.
Yeah, it's.
Hi, Naomi.
I have a hard time flying it for 20 minutes. Did you hear Ed?
Yes. Okay.
She says hi.
$120. That fucker better charge itself. What the fuck?
Yeah.
No, but they tell you when they're supposed to discharge themselves.
Yeah, they discharge themselves too every
Yep.
10 after 10 days.
Yep.
Or you can set it to whatever you want.
Yeah, they're smart batteries. They'll shut down and go to storage mode or whatever. But if you don't have that set up, it seems that could be a bad thing.
Yeah, I have it on 10 days, but I haven't flown it in, Jesus, how long?
About a year, right?
No.
Yeah, probably about a year.
Yeah.
When I did my long distance flight.
Yeah.
I know he's been trying to sell it off for a while now.
Yeah, nobody wants that piece of shit.
It's not a piece of shit. Just
take care, Chris Sullivan.
Our circle has become like totally engulfed in FPV. That we're like, yeah, what? I'll give you $50. You know what I mean?
I have a hard time flying it for 20 minutes. It's so fucking boring unless there's really good, photography going on.
Yeah. And if there is good photography going on, you want to fly your racer.
Mm-hmm. And I'm scared to fly it because it's hunting season, and there's always dickheads around that are chasing elk and cows and all kinds of shit with them. So I don't even want to be up in the mountains right now.
That's right. You'll give them something to shoot at, huh?
Yeah. That's where you build a piece of shit beta flight fucking quad. You see, Mike? You see that look?
Looks like you got plenty parts coming at him. Ryan said he sent out some springs and a couple nozzles for you today, Adam.
He did, dude. I'm excited to get those springs. I'm telling you.
I haven't gotten the under yet, so I'm not sure what I got to do to it, but I got parts.
It needs those springs. Trust me.
I got parts from the Tronxy.
Yeah, it needs them.
What are we talking? Springs for the bottom?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah. The stock fucking springs suck, dude.
Yeah.
When you're adjusting them, no matter what you do, you can go too far to where you're not getting any contact with the spring. And then as soon as you kind of like
you mean on your bed level, you mean?
Yeah, on the bed level. And then as soon as you try to tighten it, the stock springs kind of like want to collapse, go one way or the other.
Interesting.
Exactly back from the sky. That's pretty much it.
Yeah. No, the thing is, camera can be cool, but you gotta go somewhere to use them. You can fly anywhere with an FPV drone, and it's a new flag every time, even if it's the same spot.
And they did change the firmware. Like, I always disagreed with everybody because I live like a half a mile from an airport, and I've been able to fly. Like, it says, well, you can't fly here; it's a restricted zone, but you can take. I don't know, you hit a choice that says, yes, I know, I take responsibility or whatever, and it would let you fly. It won't even let me do that. So I can't even fly it at my house at the farm.
Yeah, that's what a lot of people over in New York were complaining with that last update. It like shut down a whole lot of area for them.
Yeah, I didn't even update it, but it won't work. It won't send. It's supposed to send back a verification text message to you. And it won't even do it anymore.
Yeah, so it's going to try to force you to update it so that you have to, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which sucks because, like, I call the airport whenever I fly it, and they don't care. They tell me when the flights are coming in and all that, but fucking DJI cares, so.
That's cool that you can actually call the airport now, because a lot of places that they just tell you to use whatever app. They don't even go that far.
Yeah, we're just we don't even have a tower at this airport, but it's the busiest airport in Wyoming. Rich people flying in.
Well, I mean, the whole thing is, if you know anything about flying, how airplanes work, they always come around and they line up on the runway or runways, depending upon how many they have, depending upon the way the wind's coming. And so technically, if you know anything about that, you know where to be, where you are not going to be in their way at all unless you're above 400 feet. If you're below 400 feet, they're only supposed to get below 500 feet within a certain distance of the airport. And that's always on final. Final is usually when they drop below 500.
Yeah. The only thing they care about is the approach and the takeoff zones.
Yeah.
Coming out from the ends of the runways.
Well, most airports have a left-hand pattern. So when you fly out, you're on takeoff, and you get so far away, and you bank around, and you just come back around, and then fly off. Landing is different because on landing you have, I forget the difference. It's been a while since I flew in a fixed wing, but you have final, you have crosswind, and you have downwind. So you come in parallel to the runway you're going to land on, but going with the wind. Then you turn crosswind, and then you turn around on the final, and that's when you set it down on the runway. And so if you know that, that's all you need to know. As far as staying out of their way, that is. To me, Carlos, DJI has always been like Big Brother. They pay too much attention to what you're doing. No, I don't want that. I don't want Big Brother watching.
Yeah, me neither.
Too. From what I understand, there's all kinds of stuff. There's possible lawsuits and stuff like that going with DJI. That's why they're pulling a whole bunch of drones off the market and fighting.
But yeah, dude, they're fucking China, dude.
Now in the U.S.
Yeah, they're fucking China. They don't even let their people get on Facebook. Communist fucking bastards.
And they all
just saying.
The same.
Just saying.
They're all gonna get their haircut the same way.
I got this message one time on there, and I took a photo of it. I have it on Facebook, and it's in real nice Chinglish, and it says we essentially control your drones. You can only fly where it was something really sketchy. I'm like, God damn.
Yeah. That's why you don't update the bird, man. You leave the old shit in there.
I know.
Every time I've updated anything, it never went well.
I know. It's everybody's giving me shit for being on RC25. Fuck it runs good. And I don't need it. I don't run any of the extra bells and whistles that they put in the newer firmware. So it's a hard sell for me to go up.
Nah, see, I don't know, Carlos. I am not going to let that go down without some kind of fight. I don't know.
Is Carlos back from the sky? Is that who that is?
Yeah. All I know is, okay, here's the deal. I
don't.
I stray above private property now and then. I go off the reservation, as I call it. But any of these drone delivery things, I'm sorry, okay? You want to be all fancy and whatever? You stay at 500 feet and above, and you communicate with aircraft in the air that tells them where you are. And then you get over your spot, you're going to make that delivery, and you drop down. Don't be screwing with my 400 feet. That's all I got to say.
Yeah, but that's the thing about fascism. You can't compete with corporations.
I don't got to compete with them. I just got to fucking destroy them.
They cannot take away rights we already have. That's not right.
Oh, they're sure going to try. They're sure going to fucking try. I can tell you that.
They just do it. They don't even ask.
Yeah.
Robert Stanton, welcome in. Rojo Droner.
I think that's why I like the FPV quad so much, because it's completely in total freedom. No matter what, you plug it in, as long as you got radio link and FPV, you're good.
I don't know. I'm tired of being out of weed though.
Why don't you got no weed, dude?
Because I don't want to drive 2 hours to get some.
2 hours?
You
Holy
be growing
fuck.
your own, dude.
One way, because that's 5 years in prison.
So you gotta drive to get into another state. I got you.
4 hours round trip.
Yeah, I just went back at my neighbor's door and shit.
What always confused me is that alcohol is far more destructive than we ever thought of being.
Oh yeah.
And it's just bullshit.
Oh yeah. Every bit of trouble I've ever got into had some alcohol in it.
Me, vodka.
Most of the accidents most of the accidents that are caused by people smoking weed is because somebody else drinking alcohol ran into the back of them because the person smoking weed was driving too slow.
Yeah. Yeah, no shit.
Honestly, the worst thing I've ever done on weed is get overexcited and crash my quad.
Well, as long as you didn't hit you or anybody else, that's okay.
Dude, ask Mike. He was there. There's video. I was like,
Right.
and it started hitting me, and it hit me hard. I'm like, I'm freaking the fuck out. It's going too fast, bro. It's going too fast. And all of a fucking started.
Right then.
Yeah,
right,
all of a sudden, right into a fucking tree, dude. Like I was aiming for it.
See, Mike jinxed you when you said that. When he said that.
Yeah,
that's awesome.
It was bad. I'm like, I'm done. I'm fucking done. I'm going home. It was crazy. Ask Mike.
He tried one more pack after that.
Yeah.
It was nothing. We ended up calling.
But when I did that, I hadn't smoked in like a year and a half.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm gonna get high and fly a drone. You know what I mean? It was bad.
I was needing the head change. You know, after all the adrenaline, I'd switched to FP or to acro and everything else. By that point, I was like, yeah, the adrenaline was going. I needed something to calm my nerves. I was like, you want? He's like, oh, yeah, it was over.
Yeah, it was over.
Maybe you should have turned your rates down just a little bit for that flag, Adam, huh?
Yeah, Mike was all laid back and chill. I'm like, bro, people are here.
One of the worst places.
It was fucking funny.
Park, that was the worst place.
Oh yeah, dude.
Nothing but trees.
Yeah. It was fun though.
Yeah.
Great memory right there. I tell you what.
Now, Back from the Sky just said something very interesting. He said, we're going to have to do something like the Boston Tea Party and call it the Boston Fly Party. Now, I'd like to make everyone aware that there is an event or a day that's called Drone Safety Awareness Day or whatever that's coming up. And people have mentioned, I remember this from last year. And there were people out there calling, okay, everybody fucking throw their drone up all at the same time on this day.
That doesn't sound like drone safety to me.
Yeah, that's fly away heaven, dude. You're fucked.
Sounds like somebody boycotting drone safety to me.
Drop video, drop signal.
Drop drones all over town.
Yeah, I can't even fly a mic at the same time half the time. He's like, bro, what channel are you on? I don't know. Take your chance.
Let's see, are all the receivers supposed to be digitally bound to the radio so that other radios don't mess with you?
Radio ain't so much the issue. It's the
the video overlay.
Yeah.
But then you start getting into DJIs and stuff, and they've got a broader band of frequency for their receivers and whatnot than we've got on ours too. Just
Now,
like
I have heard of
I don't know.
DJI drones screwing with FPV drones. That's true.
They do. They do.
they run a lot of their radio stuff runs on 5.8, which is what our goggles run.
Yeah. It
So
was
a
wrecking us, man.
Things.
Yeah. We flew with
616 drones. He
Yeah.
took his Mavic Air up, and he had the race goggles on or whatever, and he took his Mavic Air up, and we were out there flying, and there were some pilots out, and we were going to fly with them or whatever. He come over, he's like, well, he's going to put his up so he could catch some video of us flying around with these guys. As soon as he put his drone up, man, they started crashing around all over the place. And interference everywhere.
Well, none of us knew any different. You know what I mean?
Yeah, we'd never done a DJI or anything. He's like, oh, no, man. He says, you ain't going to be able to do that. He says, it messes with our frequencies too much with the radio, especially with the goggles on, because the race goggles bounce on a frequency for theirs, for the DJI, and it's way more over interfering with the other channels that we deal with.
That's the one thing I'll give DJI. Their signal is strong as fuck. It is. It's
I like
strong
their
as fuck.
cameras. Their cameras are fucking dope.
Yeah.
The dynamic range.
Yeah. I'm kind of digging that new HD shit, man. There's none of that tracking shit in it. You know what I mean? I'm like, I can't afford it. I don't know about you guys. I can't afford it, but
I'm not.
It's kind of bulky too, Adam.
it is very bulky.
500 for the Fat Shark HDO system before I'll pay for the DJI system. And
I'm about 2 crashes away from not being able to fly, so
Frostbite's coming up.
Yeah, right, Rob? That shit, exactly.
The Frostbite's the Fat Shark version of the digital goggles that DJI's got.
I don't really care. I grew up with black and white TVs and changing the channel, going chunk, chunk, chunk.
Yeah, okay.
So this is all fucking great for me. I love it.
See, Rob, I wish you would try Flight 1, bro, with Falco X. I think you would actually switch.
I don't think so.
I think you would, because I flew KISS, and to me, it's like, okay, you got Kellogg's, and then you got the generic brand, right? You know what I mean? They both taste the same, but you get the same effect.
I thought
See what I'm saying?
I thought it was just as smooth as KISS. The problem I had with it was Adam's controller.
Yeah, oh yeah. Me and Mike's radios, dude, night and fucking day.
It's a way different setup on
Night and day.
I got onto his and I was doing good and everything. I did
This is why I won't switch anytime soon.
He's got a bunch of flight controllers.
Yeah, that's why I won't switch anytime soon. It's the same reason I won't switch to 6S, because I don't need to.
Okay, but what if a Flight 1 flight controller just kind of like showed up at your house?
So then you'd have to get some ELCs to work with it.
Shit, now I don't know which one of these didn't work. One of these didn't work.
Uh-oh.
Hiya, Craig. How are you doing, Mad Kiwi?
Mad Kiwi. Welcome in.
Rob, ask Ryan, dude. It might happen. You never know.
But you haven't flown KISS enough to say that, though.
Oh yeah, I did. 6 months.
You hated it, though. You were like, fuck this, I don't like it.
He wasn't even on V2 KISS either, though. He was only on V1 KISS too.
That's true. I have not tried V2. Yeah, that's true. Can't say shit about that.
I'm still on V1. I don't see. I think that all the hype and shit is industry generated. When they want to force you, they're like, fly hard, crash. Yeah, they want you to fucking crash and buy more shit.
Well, yeah.
I don't buy that shit. I'm sustainable. Like, I buy my shit and I run my shit, and like Just because everybody's going to 6S doesn't mean I'm going to want to go to 6S.
Mhm.
Fuck that.
Oh, I'm not changing batteries. I like 4S.
Just like D-Shot 2400. KISS went out and they put D-Shot 2400 out there. They're the only ones that had it, blah, blah, blah. The only reason they did it is because they wanted to prove they could.
Yeah.
Only reason.
Yeah.
It doesn't really do anything over 1200 to 2400.
Really?
There's like minute change whatsoever from, Bardwell and all the people that tested it, have talked about that. As far as the D-Shot 1200 to 2400, it's so minute that they only did it just so they could prove that they were able to do it.
Yeah.
Yeah. And on certain platforms, multi-shot feels good. And that's old school shit.
I just run 600 so I can do turtle mode, and that's it. That's all I care about. And hell, half the time I can't use turtle mode because I'm in between two rocks anyway. So.
Right.
And see, with me, Flight 1 wasn't a height thing because I don't give a shit about height. I ended up with a Cricket because I had quad box. I ended up with a Cricket flight controller, and I'm like, yeah, I'll build it. I built it and I flew it, and I'm like, oh, holy fucking shit! I'm like, yeah, this is fucking legit right here.
I'm really liking the Apex. I've been wanting to try some different stuff.
They said the Apex is nice because it's kind of like the Reverb, but it's more like a cross between the Reverb and the Alien.
I've actually heard it's a perfect
Yeah,
frame.
that's what I'm saying. The way that it's stanced and everything else, it's more like the Alien than the Reverb, but it's top and bottom. The bottom plates, the split bottom like the Reverb and whatnot, and the setup of it's more like the Reverb, but the stance is more like the Alien. They said it's pretty nice.
Yeah, Vic was just saying that too, that geometrically it was more like the Alien, which I like how the Alien flies more than the Reverb. It was my motors. My Alien has always been lighter than my Reverb by like 20 grams or something.
You got to think you got that second extra plate in there on that Reverb in the middle versus the Alien, so that's an extra 2 inches of carbon fiber square.
Yeah.
See, I've heard that from many, many, many people, dude. The Alien, the Reverb does not fly anything like the Alien. The Alien
it doesn't. The fucking Reverb, it's like it catches hang time or something. You go up and it just like hangs there. Whereas like you got the Alien, it feels a little more weighty, even though it's lighter. I mean, you get that weight to it, which I like more. I like my Reverb, but
I like being predictable as far as what the quad's going to do, where if it's getting that super long hang time and stuff, sometimes that's pretty unpredictable, especially freestyle and whatnot.
Yeah. See, that's where I'm at right now with my current rig. I'm loving it. So I'm like, yeah, I'm going to keep doing it. You got to fly what you like, basically.
Yeah.
But that means you have to fly a lot of different stuff to find what you like.
I think it all depends on what you start with.
A Martian.
My
first Martian.
Oh. Yeah, so you like I started with, I've never flown any, like you guys have flown way more shit than I have. I've never flown anything but KISS and Impulse.
Most of mine's been a beta flight all the way. KISS, the only thing I got KISS was the Alien, and I've been flying that for 2 years now, though. So that's not bad. I'm liking it. Enough that I went out and spent the money to rebuild it all. New frame, new flight controller, new PDB.
You did?
Yep.
That's what got me, because I wanted to rebuild my Alien I wanted to put a Wolf PDB in it, and I did that. And by the time, let's see, it was fucking expensive to rebuild for what I spent to rebuild an Alien. Oh yeah, it's a sweet setup. I could have built a completely new Reverb.
Yeah. Yep.
But now the steel PDB is not structural anymore either. So.
Yeah, I don't know if I like the new steel PDB. The only thing I liked about it was the wire connection. It comes out the back instead of the side.
Oh. Because I'm about to buy one for my wife.
It comes out. See
I
where
think
the
that's
wire
what's wrong with this piece of shit.
It comes out the back of the PDB instead of off the side like it used to. It used to come right here off the side. Now it's
Yeah,
off
like
the back.
this.
Yep. Yeah, exactly.
I think that's what's wrong with this quad. It's got to be, because everything else is brand new.
Oh, and the wire harness has changed on the new steel PDB too. It's one connection to the PDB and two to the flight controller. So it's a split harness, like one plug at the bottom that goes into the PDB now. Instead of having two plugs that go into the PDB, it's just one long one. And then it's got your two wires, your two sets of wires that go to the flight controller are split into a V off that one plug.
Oh.
Wow. The chat on StreamYard is like 30 minutes behind live chat, and you.
I got it all caught up. I'll give it a try. It's the last thing on both of them over here, but usually StreamYards is a little bit faster on our end, and it lags over to YouTube. Like Rob's on the quad kind of thing on YouTube.
My shit's not 30 seconds behind.
But yeah, it's definitely a different PDB than it was before, but they didn't change anything except for, like I said, the wire harness is different, and then it comes off the back now and off the side for the plug.
Yeah, to be honest, I was sick of the steel PDB and the Alien. I didn't like the structural PDB.
Yeah, I don't like how it sits in there either, because you kill that PDB. Like I did, I broke an arm, and it pulled one of the darn signal wire pads off the darn PDB.
Yeah.
Because they're right there. So there's nothing to hold it, protect it. There's no way to do anything else. And it pulled the whole pad. So it doesn't matter if you glued on, soldered on, whatever. It pulled the pad. So it screwed me over. I tried to fix the pad and everything, tried to catch a trace off it or whatever, and I couldn't. It was just a damn signal wire. I was like, I don't need much power through it. I just need a little bit.
Dan just asked an interesting question, and that is asking if Crossfire was the shizzle. Okay, so I'd like to know somebody that's fun Crossfire versus just regular Tyrannus, and what's better about it? Obviously the range, but is the range better or worse?
Even when you're close, Crossfire is going to be better penetration. It's got more power for receiving. So like behind buildings and stuff, you may get fail safes with a regular RXSR, whereas Crossfire, you probably aren't at close range. You're very seldom going to get anything close range. Long range, well, you're taking a chance regardless. But it's going to get you way out there further. I can go about a mile with the Tyrannus, and you can go probably close to 4 miles with the Crossfire if you really want to.
I don't want to go further than a mile. That's a long ways away, you know.
Yeah, that's a long walk.
I used to constantly get low signal warnings with FR Sky. I have not gotten one with Crossfire.
Yeah,
it's close or far, and I mean that's saying something, because I could even fly my whole farm with FR Sky, which it's not even 5 acres, and I put Crossfire and I can go anywhere. Yeah, and I like the setup. It's
like opening a whole new range for his yard, because it was like he was always trapped to one little area or whatever, flying. Yeah. Then he got Crossfire, and all of a sudden he's flying from his front porch and flying the whole thing still.
Yeah.
Now, Rob, that's a very good point. And I think I remember seeing one of your first Crossfire videos where you were able to cruise the whole farm, and that's very cool. And if I had a 5-acre farm, I damn sure wanting to be able to cruise the whole thing.
Yeah. Yeah, it sucked before. I'd have to stand at different places to fly different areas of the farm. And now I can stand anywhere and fly everything. And I don't. Did you see my last distance video? That was
Inside
2.5.
fly the whole farm now and enjoy himself sitting in the chair instead of being out. Sit in front of the AC unit with the crossfire.
Yeah. That way I don't have to take my daughter outside. I could.
Yeah.
She just stays in here and chills.
Yep, she's got her TV and her toys and things in the house, and you know she's well taken care of. She ain't running off and getting into a ditch or
Yeah. Exactly.
barbed wire or who knows.
Yeah.
You know,
Oh, Jeff, same here, dude. I've always had issues.
Crossfire has great RSSI if you
Yeah,
set
it
it
does.
up properly. Now, see, FR Sky has great RSSI too, depending on how you set it up. There's 5 different ways you can set up RSSI from a Tyrannus and an RXSR. There's 5 different ways it can be run. So it's all depending on how you set it up. There's some that's true RSSI and some that's not. So check the Bardwell videos on that.
Yeah. See, I don't even fucking look at that shit. I do not have RSSI at any. I didn't never watch any of that shit. I just
I
said
don't
it.
either. I don't even know what RSSI is actually.
I mean, I know what it is. I just don't give a fuck what it is. You know what I mean? I just send it. I fly in the area. This is how I look. This is how I gauge it. I'm gonna fly in the area that I actually want to walk and get my quad.
Exactly.
Well, I mean,
That's how I do it.
if you've never fail safe, then RSSI is not a big issue for you.
Oh,
Obviously.
I feel safe with my chameleon. I feel safe many times. My new quad
Well,
with a better.
that's where the RSSI pays attention to look at that shit. Okay, I'm
Yeah.
just saying.
Yeah. Well, my beeper told me.
A
That's
little,
Mike. He was there.
a little 2 numbers up in the corner, up in the top of your darn screen in a little bar while you're out freestyling through a bunch of trees. That RSSI is not going to be very visible unless it's flashing
No.
at you or something like that.
Yeah. I'm
Most
looking
of
at
the time.
voltage.
And your Tyrannus isn't going to be like, okay, all of a sudden here's your signal. Oh, it's getting weak, and then it's getting weak. It's going to go whoop and go whoop and be gone.
Yeah.
It won't give you a warning. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You may get a low telemetry warning, but by the time you get your low telemetry warning, you're either in good telemetry again or you're failed already. One of the two.
Yeah.
I remember you passing them down.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. If I'm running out of fucking frequency from a radio, I'm not walking that fucking car. I'm not doing it. This is a hobby, not a job. I'm not trying to I'm not going to the gym. You know what I mean? I'm just trying to fly and have fun.
Out of all the long range Crossfire, is pretty easy to install. It all pretty much nowadays, you plug it into your Tyrannus, you turn it on into your radio, which is turning on an external RX instead of an internal, shut the internal off. And then it pretty much does everything by itself. It does all its binding. You plug in your quad with the receiver, power the receiver up. As soon as the radio picks it up, it starts automatically updating it and everything for you.
Yeah, drone pool, like I am not a tech savvy guy. And literally you just install it and turn it on and it does everything. That's actually the other thing I was so impressed with is how easy it was to switch over.
And the wiring isn't hard either. It's 4 wires that come off your Crossfire receiver. You're going to go one as an RX, one's a TX, and the other's a power and a ground. That's all there is off your RX for it. So it's not really any more difficult than hooking up an RXSR with your smart audio. It's 4 wires either way. So it's real simple.
I'm going to get it this winter for sure.
I thought you had Crossfire, Adam.
No, never tried it.
Huh.
Never
It's-
tried
I
it.
don't even think he's flown my Crossfire, have you?
No,
It's
No.
well worth it.
not unless you got it in your toothpick, Mike.
No.
Then no. I have not tried it.
I've had the Crossfire for like a year or whatever. I thought maybe you might have flown the Alien since then, but
Nope, never tried it.
that's the only one that's got Crossfire is the Alien.
I'm curious though, because I heard the response is like when you're on your sticks, I can actually tell that like when I go left or y'all, you know what I mean? It is instant. Don't get me wrong.
I need to do the upgrade on my Tyrannus yet too. I've never
Yeah.
actually upgraded my Tyrannus with the chip, so mine doesn't even get the full smooth crossfire telemetry and everything else through it.
Dude, my radio is the
the
same update that was 2 years ago. I have never updated my radio.
Never updated mine either.
I don't see the need. Like, it's a fucking radio,
Well,
dude. It says a
when
signal
you
from
get
here to there.
The crossfire, there's a chip that you have to solder in under the QX7 for the crossfire, so
Oh,
that
yeah.
lower latency.
Yeah, that's no
The
big
only
deal.
thing that it does is causes lower latency than what the normal Tyrannus gives you for latency, so you're a little bit faster. And they say it does help a little bit, but you won't notice it that much unless you're way out.
I'll be right back. I'm gonna get a beer and take a piss.
If you're running close, like I usually run mine, you don't even notice it. It says so.
Well, like me, I don't. Mike, you know me. You
radio.
yeah, you can see my quad at all times. I do not fly that far away. So really, I mean, why spend the money?
I used one XM Plus receiver, Dan, and it lasted 2 weeks. Now, I may have killed it myself. I don't know, but the next receiver I got was the RXSR, and it never failed me. So
That's my go-to receiver.
Yep. Anything that I've got is pretty much RXSR, unless it's the Crossfire or the R9, which I got an R9 in the 6-inch. I got a Crossfire in my Alien, and then RXSRs throughout the rest. I think I might have an XM Plus and one quad. And then the Toothpicks actually got the FR Sky onboard. I haven't even put an actual receiver onto the Toothpick. It's got the onboard all-in-one.
We're good for me. I flew it was fine.
It's got short range. It's about the size. It's about the same range as an XM, not the XM Plus. But for the Toothpick, I wouldn't want it to go any further than that, dude.
Yeah, right.
Oh,
I think, man, I got enough range over there at the park where I was flying it that, yeah, you lose that thing in the deep grass. I dropped it a couple of times in the deep grass, and it took me 15 minutes to find it.
oh yeah, dude. Some of the spots we flew, if you crash that thing fucking 200 yards away, I'm like, yeah, dude.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah. You lost your quad. We're not going to find it. Unless you got a beeper on it, we're not going to
No, I
find
didn't
it.
put a beeper on the Toothpick yet either. That was the
Yeah.
other thing you need to do to it, is put a beeper
Yeah.
to it.
We're not going to. That's like looking for a fucking needle in a haystack. We're not going to find it.
XM Plus is a pretty good receiver, but I had less problems with the XSR than I did with the XM Plus. The XM Plus has changed up quite a bit compared to when I was buying them back then too, though. But it was when they first went from the XM to the XM Plus, and I had some issues with antennas popping off or this or that, or getting some range issues. I had one receiver that the antennas weren't popped off and it was having some issues, so it probably got smacked or something like that. Other than that, XM Plus has been a pretty good receiver.
It probably has longer range than the XM.
Yes, it does.
Because it has two antennas instead of just one.
The XM is a quarter wave, and the XM Plus is a full range. So it's not even the receiving power that the XM Plus has. It's like half of it basically. But it's still, for close range, like if you're on a racetrack or something like that, the XM is going to be just as good, as long as you ain't got a bunch of buildings and stuff like that in there.
Yeah.
So that's where you had problem with the XM, is around buildings and stuff. It's only one antenna wire off it too, so it's harder to keep that full, angle depending on where you are. I like having the two antennas off the XM Plus so that depending on whatever angle, you're pretty much going to have a signal all the time.
Between the two, the XM and the XM Plus, you're talking like $3. So
Yeah.
buy the XM Plus. I mean, really, if that's what you're gonna fly, spend the $3.
And if you could do it, buy it from the companies in the States and not Amazon. You'll save yourself another $3. Even with the free shipping, just make sure your order's over $50 at RDQ or something, so you get the free ship. And
Jeff, it is not long. The XM Plus is not longer than that, but I can tell you that because I've flown both.
the XM Plus has longer range than the XM, but not
not the RXSR.
yeah, the RXSR has just as much as the XM Plus.
Yeah, they're probably equal.
I haven't done that yet either, Joe Paul. I've never flashed any of my my FR Sky receivers. I've never updated any of them. They're all stock straight out of the package.
Supposedly, the XM Plus already has RSSI in it.
Yep.
You just have to set up a channel for it on your radio. And it's the last channel.
RSSI, and then over in your receiver tab, you got to turn the RSSI and turn on the channel over there and set up that channel in it. Yep.
And I think it's channel on a D16 setup. It's channel 12 because the first 4 are already taken up by TAER. It's kind of weird, but I think Bardwell did a big video on it actually.
Yeah, it showed how to do all the different receivers as far as setting up. So you could do XM Plus, RXSR. It showed 5 different ways you could set up to get your telemetry and everything off of those. It was a pretty good video. I was like, oh,
You're back.
that's cool. That's cool. That's cool. Let's do all the shit that I didn't need. I was just checking to make sure I had my telemetry right, because for some reason I wasn't getting telemetry through one of my quads. I'm like, what the heck?
I mean, because the thing is, Adam obviously doesn't care what his single string does. He just flies until it falls out of the sky. But
Adam doesn't go long ranging though. Adam stays close enough that he doesn't have to worry about range. So that's just how he flies. The parks that he flies and whatnot, and the areas that we fly, generally an FR Sky receiver does plenty for anything that we've flown as far as the parks that we've got. Now, if we're doing long range and like trying to do some mountain rides or something like that, then he's going to want some good telemetry.
Is Baduga in here? Has Baduga been in here?
He has been in.
Did you see his latest video? He's getting pretty good.
Oh man, that boy's tearing it up.
Yeah, he is.
Full acro. He's got his boy and another one flying with him too. So there's like 3 of them that have been flying over there, and he's been getting out, not flying that same old field all the time. He's actually been getting out and flying some different spots and stuff too.
I'll be droned. Dano, he's getting better too.
yeah, he is.
Do you need a 2-liter?
Sure.
All right,
Thank you.
we're going.
Everybody else was drinking. I decided I needed something thirsty.
I love me a buzz.
Gotta stay hydrated, man.
I just love a buzz too often these days.
I know. I've been drinking too much.
That's what I was saying. I drank last night actually. Ed's like, oh, you're not drinking tonight? I'm like, nope, I drank last night. And then I thought about it, I was like, well, I probably ain't gonna get much of a chance to drink tomorrow. And Saturday we're going to the movies. So yeah, I guess. What the hell?
What's drone worship talking about? It smells like stank bill ass.
A dead rotting deer carcass.
That's a powerful smell, bro.
Oh man.
He's talking about his fart.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
He's almost killed himself, I think, with his farts.
That says something about your microbiome, but I won't go into that.
Coast to coast drones, welcome in. Yeah, left-handed vape to start the evening. That's the way to do her.
Hey, Jeremy, Reaper's still in here.
Yeah, something done died up in there. It smells like horse ass. Are you a veterinarian? No. I can smell a dead ass myself. Yeah. He ferments them. You know, it's not good to hold them in, though. That stuff could end up killing you, blowing intestine or something.
Let's see. Yeah, here's my channel, Jeffrey. The shit that it is.
All right. Sorry, guys. We're gonna smoke that roll some more.
Yeah, don't be confused when we call him Rob, because he's got Quad Farm on his channel and Tri-6 on his ID up here, and everybody call him Rob to throw him out, throw everyone off.
Yeah, it can't be normal.
It wouldn't be you.
Exactly.
Oh,
Cheers, motherfuckers.
catch you later in here tonight.
Cheers.
A bummer. She's dealing with some funeral stuff, though. I guess she had her father or something like that passed away.
Oh, my condolences.
So she's actually supposed to be heading to Canada to go, or across Canada to go meet up with Roger and Val and all them over there at the Joan Hub. But she's not sure she's even going to make that because of the recent events. She's not sure when the funeral is or this or that. So
Family first, always.
she said she was out doing some funeral stuff, so she wasn't going to be able to make it in. So if you guys are praying tight, pray for them. I'm sure they could use some good interference in that.
Definitely.
But she does have 10% off on Hype Train motors. I wish I remembered the code. I think it's Catch You Later 10. You can get 10% off of Hype Train motors. The quad box this month. Ooh, look at that. On all Hype Train motors.
Get one free.
Damn, I need new hype trains. I'm almost, like I said, I'm one crash away from being grounded.
Call boredom, Dan. It happened.
Oh, they're going to build drones, Dan. Yep.
Yeah, I know.
All the parts.
Yeah, you know, I don't know. That's all cool.
They're supposed to go up, and Kim and Val are going to do Val's first build and Kim's first official build together, is what the game plan is. But it sounds like you're going to have, like, Centroid, I think, is possibly trying to make it up there. And there's, like, I don't know, like 10 or 12 that are trying to catch up together up there, too. So
Kim's just now doing his first build.
yeah, everybody else has been building them for him. He's been doing a little bit of repairs here and there, but not an actual build. So
He's a little slow on that. He should be up there by now.
So
I've sent him what did I send him? An FC, and I sent him some parts.
yeah, I know he's been getting quad parts here and there for a couple of years. I'm surprised he doesn't have a whole bunch going, but he's got a couple going. I know he's got I think it's a Wizard. Is it no, yeah, it's a Wizard that he got from Hadley FPV.
Yeah.
Must be hard.
What happened is he's got his cherry pop, so he's like hooked now.
Yeah, he's getting into it. Definitely. Not just whoops anymore. The whoops are all cool and everything too, but he's been building some whoop gates and stuff lately too. He's got like the cheap LCDs you can buy, like the rolls of them and whatnot, that kind of thing. So he's taking these and putting them into some hoops and whatnot, and
Oh
using
hell yeah!
old phone chargers, like your old phone charger. He's cutting those up and connecting it for the power supply, and running LED gates for his whoops and stuff.
That's
I've
legit.
been
Plug
bugging
it on the wall and run it.
I've been bugging him so long, and he is making progress. The first couple FPV footage he put up when he was just by himself, when Centroid wasn't around to push him, he got pretty lax about it, and had to leave a couple comments like, "Throw that switch, damn it, put it in acro,"
Oh yeah, we all do, dude. When you got brothers and sisters there flying with you, it pushes you.
Yeah. That's why I keep trying to get somebody to come fly out here.
I think that's Kim's biggest problem is he's only got him and Roger there. You know,
Rob, me, you, and Mike, we would fucking by the end of the day, we wouldn't have anything flying.
yeah.
It would all be gone.
I'm more conservative than that, man. I don't like to just smash my shit.
We wouldn't care though, because you wouldn't have to go 2 hours away to get anything.
The thing is, Rob, there is a happy medium. And I told Kim, I'm like, man, you've been flying that Phantom and the Ghost forever, man. It's going to be a little hard for you to make the transition to acro, completely unstabilized flight, because it was hard for me.
I don't think Val has an actual FPV flight on her yet. No, not even.
No, yeah.
I think the only thing she's flown so far is a Phantom that was given to her. On top of that,
and let's not forget the breeze. I'm sure that helped her enhance her flying skills.
Yeah, she has been trying to do some sims though. She's been trying to get on like Velocidrone and Liftoff and try to do some sims that way. So
the big thing about flying FPV camera drones is you gotta learn the controller. You gotta know what roll is. You gotta know what yaw is, pitch, throttle. You gotta learn that shit. Once you get that down, yeah, I mean, you might not be like a fucking pro, but you can fly anything.
Well, I mean, I told her, Val, from the get-go, because she's talking about building this 5-inch and all that, and I'm like, you need an acro whoop, because you can beat the hell out of them and pick them right up and go off and fly again. You fly a 5-inch after you're used to stabilized flight, and you're probably going to break something.
I followed Steele's advice. Like when I first got into it, I really, that's my only link to Rotor Riot is like, it seemed like the algorithms just pushed Rotor Riot at me more than Blue Falcon, TBS, any other kind of video. And Steele spoke sense to me. He said, why start with anything different? Just go full acro. Don't fuck around with any stabilization mode or anything, and you'll never regret it. And I haven't. I mean, I never did anything but acro mode except for when I flew my Phantom.
You make a very valid point, Rob, and that is because of how long I flew stabilized birds.
You had to retrain yourself.
Set me back. You learn all kinds of bad habits doing that.
Yep.
I'll tell you what, I'm scared to fly my Phantom. Last time I flew it,
forward or backwards, the maneuver and everything, you're always having to push to control rather than actually just controlling.
Yeah.
It was always fighting the quad.
Yeah, I'm scared to fly the Phantom because it's so different. I'll probably crash it.
When you fly FPV though, it actually helps your flight of your camera drones and whatnot, your stick movements and stuff. You'll end up with smoother panning and stuff like that because your muscle memory from doing so much action with FPV has built up that your muscles are smoother and your controls are a little bit easier. So it actually helps a lot of people with their camera drones smoothing out their footage. Good reason to go to FPV. Look at Drone Worship. He's going FPV again, right? He's getting all into the FPV drones. Ripping it up. Drone Worship. He's been doing that more recently. Getting into them birds.
Now, Drone Worship, that's Dan, right?
Yep.
Isn't his name Dan? I thought he flew FPV already.
he flew a little bit of FPV in the past, but mostly he's like the solo drones and the GPS drones and stuff, but mostly. But yeah, he's been doing the FPV, getting back into it.
Yeah, Jeffrey style. That's about how I feel.
Yeah, Dan will do that. He will tell it like it is.
I got no problem with that.
Here I am again.
Oh,
That
delivery.
person in the background.
It's not in the background when you're on camera and you're talking.
Dun dun dun.
But, yeah,
All right, fellas. Well, I need to go. Oh, my
yeah,
camera.
I'm killing her here at the end. So if everyone wants to say goodbye, appreciate everyone for stopping into the stream.
I
Peace
got
out,
a
guys.
funeral to go to tomorrow. I still got
Appreciate you.
old pictures.
Oh,
Rob, don't bounce out yet, dude.
Okay.
yeah. All right, guys. We will see you next Thursday, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, as per usual. If you guys want some stickers, my email was posted, or check my channel on YouTube, and my email's posted on some of my videos and whatnot.
Dan, my homie.
And give me your address, and I'll get a sticker out to you. So you can hit me.
Happy playing, bitches.
You can just hit me in a PM if you want, Rob. So, all right, guys, enjoy.
Peace, homies.
Here we go.